Hello there, Star Wars toy fans. This is part 2, the reassembly of the 1995 Tonka X-Wing. So when you put this back together with the wings, you want to make sure that this tab is going towards the right side, as I mentioned before. You'll notice mine is white, it should be blue. And I told you that I had taken it off mistakenly. I don't know why I did that. I thought, well, maybe it's in the way if I need to ever get to the wings and do some disassembly. It was a dumb move, because this little tab here actually activates that button on the switch to make the engine noise. So I had to make one. So long story short, the education for you, I hope, is that you can do some plastic welding in the event that you do something stupid like what I did, or you need to fix some styrene plastic. Now this won't work on ABS like the softer stuff here, but it will work on this plastic. So what I did was I cut a tab just out of the plastic the right thickness, and we're on my hobby bench, so you know that I'm a model builder and I have all sorts of scratch material on hand. And then what you do is you cut it the right size, make it the right height, and I think I don't know, maybe it's like a quarter of an inch tall, and then you use a wood burner. Well, glue it first with some styrene liquid plastic. That's important. Ambroid Pro Weld, this is plastic weld you can get at Hobby Lobby. Glue it down and then melt it in with your wood burner. And that will make it an extremely strong weld. I've done this on a lot of different toys, Hot Wheels toys, Star Wars toys, and it works really well. And then take some plastic rod, just like you would with a metal welding rod, and just smear that in. And do it on both sides. Smear that around. You can see a little close-up there. This is the work that I've done, and this I guarantee you will work. And then sand it to whatever smoothness that you need it to do. Now as you put it into the wings have two halves, top and bottom on each side. You want to make sure that that bottom footrest is on the same side, otherwise it won't work properly. And now you're going to slip it in through these tabs. Start with the one that has that tooth, and I rounded that out, so hopefully it'll go through the first one. So I'm going to do it this way. It's a very snug fit. I think that's why I broke it off the first time. Alright, we're going to push R2. There we go. Okay. Now we will insert this one here. We will do the same thing. There we go. And now we're going to squeeze that in and do the other side. Okay, there we go. So now once that's done, you need that steel rod. Press down R2. Put the steel rod in. Okay, and that's that. Now we're going to put him here. And we're going to take the 4 screws. Everything's stuck to the magnetic plate. And as I mentioned before, it's nice just to magnetize those screws. Or you can magnetize your screwdriver. I think I will do that. A little wire there. So once I get the last one snug, now I'm going to go through and tighten them all, working my way kitty corner. That way it gets uniform pressure on everything. Now we're going to put in the button. So the spring just goes on that little tab right here. And be careful with that one. Okay, where's Mr. Magnet? Magnet's a real nice tool to have. And there you go. And then it's just putting together the fuselage. Now, I'm going to double check, make sure that that my electronics are working with a tab I created. Yes, there. Okay, so we'll put the spring back in. You'll notice it popped out. Don't make that mistake. Now we're going to reassemble the fuselage. So with this loose, put it back together. Oh, double check, make sure your landing gear's in place. And otherwise, you'll have to take it apart again. And there we go. Okay. And I'll snap that over. Perfect. Okay. And then it's just a matter of putting the 5 bolts back on. Simple as that. You'll see here in this, it's got the mount for the nose light that the 1978 Kenner one had. It's easy as that. So I hope you enjoyed this video, found it useful. Take care, and we'll see you on some of the customs.